Hi, and welcome to Inside NEM. This show is all about the NEM blockchain network. I'm your host, I'm Alexandra. Today's show is all about expansion. So, we're going to be talking about the newly launched NEM blockchain hubs. I'm going to give you a highlight of the NEM SP network pilot. We're going to discuss the new community fund guidelines. Plus, I'm going to share regional updates. And we also have an interview with Ralph Liu, who is the CEO of MuleChain. This past week, we announced a partnership with Inspiral Dev Academy. This is New Zealand's premier full immersion web development studio. So they train programmers to work with blockchain. Now, this partnership, it's going to focus on a few key areas. The first is to develop a blockchain program for Dev Academy's existing students, but also their alumni. It's also going to promote the NEM Community Fund for projects that want to utilize NEM's platform. And finally, it's going to provide resources and training for developers that are just now getting into blockchain. Now, all of this comes after the launch of the NEM blockchain hubs in New Zealand, Malaysia, but also in the Philippines. The Philippines announced this week that they had a partnership with the Cagayan Economic Zone Authority. Now, this is the first blockchain hub in the Philippines, so we're all very excited about this progress. All of the NEM hubs are key to expanding visibility and opportunities where the NEM team can engage with the public, where they can do training on our platform and support startups who are interested in blockchain. And the expansion is continuing as the NEM Foundation works on adding new hubs all across the globe, including one slated for North America in 2018. So, in addition to training individual developers, NEM is now also training development companies. So, recently we announced the NEM SP network. The NEM SP network stands for NEM Service Provider. So, the NEM SP network selects qualified partners and provides them with technical skills and business structure to integrate clients onto the NEM blockchain. The software development companies are now going to have skills to put their clients on the blockchain and scale them regardless of industry, specialization, or experience. So there's 8 companies total right now, and 3 companies have already completed training with a 4th company that's underway this week. All right, speaking of expansion, we're now making it easier than ever for startup companies looking to build on NEM to get funded through the NEM Community Fund. The NEM Community Fund promotes the development of the NEM ecosystem by having the community vote on funding NEM startup companies. Now, we recently updated the guidelines for the fund, and one of the major guideline changes, it now includes new funding tiers designed to meet the needs of anyone under any circumstance. So you might want to look at applying for funding. It's worth checking out. The new tiers now include a $0 to $40,000 grant, a $40,000 to $150,000 tier, $150,000 to a $800,000 tier. Now, guys, at this range, it requires a respective 1% and 2% of the NEM blockchain POI projected at a yes address. Now, a limit of 800,000 total funding has been placed on private companies to counter project over-evaluations and also to extend the sustainability of the fund. So we hope that this new tier system is going to be more inclusive of the NEM community and will also help provide funding access to smaller projects. So also, a new submission process has just been released. So, this process is designed to make it much easier to submit proposals and accompanying materials. So, if you have a project, we would love to see it. Check out the links below for more details. Speaking of community proposals, there's one in the works right now called MuleChain. This is a decentralized peer-to-peer logistics network that's powered by blockchain technology. I had a chance to chat with Ralph Liu, who is the CEO. Here's the interview. Tell me a little bit about what is the problem that MuleChain is trying to solve.
Without the blockchain, none of this would be possible. So that's why number one, and MuleChain is going to take full advantage of the new technology can offer. And if you like take a look at what's going on in the new sharing economy. So many people say, oh, MuleChain sounds like Uber, sounds like Airbnb. They are only maybe half correct. So if you look into deeper, there's a lot of differences between all these different type of services. So with the internet, with the blockchain, of course, sharing economy become possible. But the majority of what you see, people sort of cannot differentiate between what is a on-demand service, what is a peer-to-peer service, and what is a decentralization, and what is something new that MuleChain brings to the table. It's called the convenience assistance service. If you look at all the other services, and let's say Uber, primarily just an on-demand service. So they are neither peer-to-peer nor decentralized. So nor are they, any of them so far in the marketplace, are doing a convenience assistance service. It's basically you are asking for somebody to do something they are already is planning to do. They don't have to consume more resources, making more effort, spending more money by sharing part of their existing resources to provide that service to you. That's something new.
How does this scale and how does it grow larger and what will this look like for future
Okay.
industry?
Yes, yes. In order to understand, the potential power of this, I have to take you to the second part of the business.
Oh, tell me.
That is the pet business. All right. So in the old days, if you say mule is a sure footed animal, they are very hardworking. They can transport goods. So if you have a mule train, not just the individual mule, right? You need to have a pack station where you let the mule, you pack all the cargo on the mules for them to get somewhere. So similarly, on the MuleChain platform, we have the pack station concept. Now, who could be the pack station owner? That could be your neighbors. That could be a local restaurant owner. That could be a local gas station. So anybody could be, other than just the existing UPS store, FedEx store.
Mm-hmm.
That could be your parents, retired citizens sitting at home. Again, somebody are willing to become a pack station for a short period of time. They can work as a full-time, they can work as a part-time.
Yeah. People can sign up to be a mule. They can sign up to be a pack station. They can actually test and see if this is the right platform for them. It's not as if it is a long-term commitment. They actually
Mm-hmm,
figure out, does this work for me? Oh, it does. Great. There's a way that I can fit it
mm-hmm.
into my life and I can be flexible and I can just try this out. So, and that's the beauty of this business model that you've created is creating opportunities where opportunities may not have existed before.
Correct. That's brilliant summary. Thank you so much, Alexandra.
All right, let's talk about all the different regions and all the great stuff happening. We'll start with Japan. We're just seeing a ton of top notch events in Japan, including the recent NEM developer focused event, NEM Dev Nagoya. We also had the Members Gathering Party. This was held in Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. In this event, NEM projects and products were introduced. Now, there's also a lot of great products coming out of Japan. And if you haven't heard, check out the app Poly Poly by Kazuma Ito. This app is helping bridge the gap between politicians and Japanese citizens, and it's built on NEM and it facilitates communications between citizens and politicians. Poly Poly was selected as a top 100 great venture in 2018 by a famous Japanese magazine that's called Weekly Toyo Economy. So check out the link below for more information. They are definitely a product to watch. All right, if you're not paying attention to what's been going on in Malaysia, you should be. We brought in Jasmine Ning. She is now NEM Malaysia's Director of Investment and Special Projects. She gave a recent presentation on blockchain and also the new NEM Blockchain Center. She did this presentation at the Asian Blockchain Hub on July 21st. Now, the Asian Blockchain Hub was a one-day conference under the patronage of the European Blockchain Hub that's aimed to kickstart the future of blockchain between Europe and Asia. All right, so why is this important? Well, having direct and strong partnerships between the European Blockchain Hub and our NEM Asia team means that we're going to continue to have high quality partnerships that are coming out of Europe and working closely with NEM Asia. And where we have strong partnerships, we end up with NEM adoption and also XEM usage. So these are all very positive signs. Now, as you may have seen, Southeast Asia Regional Head Stephen Chia was interviewed on the Money Today network. Take a listen and check out the link below.
Our charter actually is to grow the NEM community around the world, and also, in particular, around around year and a half ago, we decided to have what we call more boots on the ground. It means people that will be planted in each region, so that we can help companies and organizations who want to build on the NEM blockchain.
All right, moving on to North America. Our very own Jeff McDonald gave probably one of my favorite talks at the Blockchain Open Forum in Korea on unlocking advanced blockchain applications. It really is a must watch for all members. So check out the link below if you want to see it. And you can also catch me on the recent podcast, Wild West Cryptos. And I'll be speaking at Chain Exchange Show in Las Vegas, where I'm going to be joined by NEM Latam's own Pedro Gutierrez. All right, moving on to South Korea. Yep, you heard me right. South Korea NEM now has a presence there thanks to an engagement with FutureBlock. Lance Cheng, who is the project director for the NEM Southeast Asia, was one of the panelists on crypto finance, token economics, and ICOs. This is a very important place for cryptocurrencies, so it is great to have this kind of progress in that region. All right, moving over to Thailand. Laura Tanaka spoke at the Hybrid Summit in Bangkok on July 28th and 29th. This was alongside NEM advisor Jeff McDonald and Vietnam lead Kimball Ngo. All right, so that's it for me today. If you want to keep up on weekly news, make sure that you are following Zem on Blockfolio and also the new NEM Foundation blog post that goes live every Friday. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I'm going to see you on Inside NEM.